Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on, man. Well, I met him in a cell down in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life, he talked about his life, laughed and slapped his leg and stared. He said the name Bojangles and then I danced a lick. Across the cell, grabbed his pants for a better stance and jumped up high. He clicked his heels. He let go and laughed. I heard him laugh. He shook back his clothes on around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on down. Well, I'm hoping that there are some people in the audience who don't perhaps know my entire history and are wondering why the hell I'm doing this tune. I mean, I haven't done any other tunes that were big hits. The song was written by a guy named Jerry Jeff Walker, and I was his entire band for a few years. And I learned this tune by osmosis. I didn't even realize I knew it. Lately, some people have been coming up to me and asking me if Jerry Jeff Walker really wrote the song, because they heard some rumors somebody else. He wrote it. I know for sure he wrote it because he had another verse that he wisely left out about how the guy had had 3 wives, but it wasn't until the dog died that he lost his shit. He wrote it. And I think it's all true, you know. He met this guy. He was a street dancer. He wasn't the great Bill Robinson, Bojangles. He would never be in a drunk tank. And besides, I don't know to this day. I know in those days, the parish jails in New Orleans were not integrated, so it couldn't have been him. It was a wino. You know, there are a lot of winos, street people in New Orleans, and that some of them call themselves Bojangles or Jingles, and they'll go into a bar and they'll get somebody to put something on the jukebox, and they'll either dance or mime it or something, you know, in order to get a drink. This is one of those guys. And Jerry Jeff met him in a drunk tank. And Jerry Jeff was not there on a research project. There's one line in the song that's not exactly right, one word. The rest of it I think is true. He says he danced in minstrel shows. He didn't dance in minstrel shows. He danced in medicine shows, but there's too many syllables. Medicine shows were where these guys would cook up bathtub gin, and they put them in bottles with medicine labels on them, call themselves doctors, and sell them off the back of a flatbed truck. But they needed somebody to draw a crowd. So this guy had an act with his dog, and they danced together, and people would gather around, and then the doctor would sell his hooch. He danced for those in minstrel shows and county fairs. Throughout the South, he spoke with tears of 15 years I was dogging him. Traveled about His dog up and died, well, the dog up and died. And after 20 years, he's still green. He said, I danced